Are you ready for my belated March wrap-up? If you didn't know, the reason why this is belated is because it's June, so it's Pride Month, and for the beginning of June I felt more like doing a Pride Month video than doing my wrap-up. So that's why this month wrap-up, or last month wrap-up, wasn't on the last of March, but now. Long story short, let's do a wrap-up. So the first book I read in the month of March was actually for university, but I've read it before. It's Shakespeare's King Lear. I've got a quite funny version of it because I've got one where the left side is in English and the right side is in German. So it was quite nice to read it in the aspect that I could always see how it's translated into German. So that was quite nice, but I have to say, even though I deeply loved Shakespeare and his style of writing, I actually really don't like the story of King Lear. In lots of Shakespeare's plays and poems and stuff you always have a deeper meaning, and with King Lear I just didn't really find that. The second book I read is The Ocean at the End of the Lane by Neil Gaiman. I read the German version, basically because I really liked the cover. That's why I picked it up, and I think it's rather interesting that the cover and the little, is it called a blurb, the thing here? So what's at the back sound rather poetic and romantic, but the story itself is kind of dark and really creepy at times. So for me it really was bit too disturbing, but the fantasy aspect of it is really amazing. So I think if you can deal with that kind of stuff, it's really worth reading because it's just really great. It's really well written. So the aspects are really nicely described, I'd say. Yeah. And then of course Harry Potter, the fifth part, Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, which is, again, a chunk of a book. I don't know how J.K. Rowling came up with so many words, but I really like this one. I did just watch the movie a few minutes ago because I forgot to watch it actually, and I have to say, I really like the fifth part as a book, but I don't like the fifth part of the movies. The whole book, I felt the anxiety and I felt the pressure and I felt this, yeah, it was just, I felt very anxious while reading this, in a good way, I guess, because it was so well written. But in the movies you kind of don't get as much detail, and therefore, and also because of the tone, I guess, it isn't that anxious. You don't feel this pressure and this angst and this fear of what might go wrong, and I really miss that. But altogether, the fifth book is a really good one. I think it might be my second favorite, and the movie is my least favorite up to now. Yeah, that's it with the books. Onto the movies. I've watched quite a few. Of course, first of all, I want to mention Civil War. Holy crap! I just remembered everything. For those of you who don't know or haven't already guessed, I'm a gigantic Marvel nerd. I do have a few theories. Maybe I'll share them with you at some point. So, Captain America, Civil War. I was really afraid of this movie. I was so afraid and I was so anxious, and there was so much that could have gone wrong, and a few things did go wrong. First of all, my heart broke because of Bucky. Again. I really enjoyed the new characters, especially Black Panther. I think these new characters were just so well introduced. However, I gotta say, I was a bit disappointed. I hate saying this, but it was the worst Captain America movie. Anyways, on to the next one. Pan, which is a sort of, I said March in the beginning, didn't I? Shit. Pan, which is sort of a new version of Peter Pan, but it's the story before that. So how Peter Pan comes into Neverland and how he meets Hook and everything. And I kind of felt like they just took aspects of different other movies and put them together, which was kind of disappointing. But on the other hand, there were so many like references and lines from the original book that it was okay. And I still don't know how I feel about it. However, I would recommend watching the movie because the pictures, like the images, were just on point. Then we watched The Peanuts, which was really lovely. Nothing more to say about it. It was really, really cute, and I cried and I smiled and it was funny, and yeah, I liked it. Then we watched The Perfect Guy, which I didn't like at all. It's a crime thriller thingy. Yeah, just it didn't make any sense, and it was disturbing and it was creepy. And then we watched James Bond Spectre, which was okay. I mean, I really like James Bond. I've seen most of the other movies. And what I did really like about this, I've already heard that before watching it, that this one kind of focuses more on the storyline than on this whole crash boom cars thing, which I really liked it. It was like a charming James Bond in a kind of way. So I enjoyed that aspect of it. I also enjoyed those old school long shots instead of bam 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 bam, if you know what I mean. Words. What I didn't enjoy that was that I kind of missed a soundtrack. So in a lot of these long shots, and also surprisingly in the fight scenes, it was like they shot the scene and then in the middle of it someone realized, oh, maybe we should have some sort of music here. Yeah, I guess that's all for this wrap up, which is May, not March. Yay! Yeah, I guess that's it. Next week will be the hashtag Youthon wrap up, which I'm really enjoying as well. And yeah, as per usual, let me know which books and movies you watched or read this month and last month and whatever. And I hope you always have a reason to smile, and I shall see you next week. Goodbye!